Um, Personal prophetic dream, March 20th, 2025. So I prayed for interpretation. Let's see if the Lord gave me interpretation as well. So y'all, I had this dream. I was riding the bus. I think it was from work. Apparently, I was working as a um, I was working underground, and we were underground for so long on this bus. I was just like, can't wait till we get to the light. Eventually, the bus gets to the light, and then um, so then the bus is supposed to take me to a certain spot, and then somehow I'm no longer on the bus, but I'm on something like a sledge, a sled that's attached to the back of the bus. Yeah, I think that's how it worked. And the bus is going so fast. If any of y'all live in LA, y'all know that a lot of the bus drivers, they drive these buses. They don't drive them in a calm way, y'all. Anyway, they drive them like the monster truck competitions. That's how they drive them them buses. So she makes a turn so fast that I fall out of the sled and I'm just rolling on the street, but I'm fine. And so I start screaming at her, and I get up and I start running after the bus because she won't stop. Somehow she can hear me. I don't know how, but she can hear me, but she just keeps going. So when apparently she I guess apparently she did this on purpose because she didn't want to go the full route. She just wanted to park her bus at this spot she wanted to go to, like an actual break point where bus drivers can actually go into this building. So I catch up to her just as she's entering the building, and I'm confronting her, and she's acting like it's not a big deal. And there's a lot of people in this room, so they don't. By the way, these bus drivers are never held accountable for what they do. I guess if they did something like was felonious, maybe if they put a bullet in someone, they might be held accountable. But they're not held accountable for keeping their route on time or anything like that. So um, I'm kind of flipping out, and people are watching, and she's acting like, oh, she didn't do anything and whatever. So I say, well, let me get her name. And she goes behind a counter to do something, and she ended up switching her name tag. So when she comes back out from behind the counter, um, and I look at her name tag, it's a man's name tag. So I'm like, you know what? You switch your name tag. And so I'm looking around. I'm trying to get her real name. Nobody's defending any of us. They're just kind of watching it. And I find a name tag that I think is hers, and the name tag was Sam Quinn. It was Quin. But to be honest, I'm not 100% sure even that was her name. But I'm like, I got your name. And she's still like, yeah, whatever, I don't care. And I cuss her out. And I leave. And as I leave, I'm calling her, I called her the C word. But I'm like, maybe she's one of those women that doesn't really get mad at that. So then I switch it. And then I also call her a stank, um, I call her a stank pussy B word, and then I leave. And as far as if this is a prophetic dream or not, I don't think it's so much a prophetic dream as it is a dream that sort of gives you clarity on life. And I think the dream is the Lord just kind of like letting me know life's not easy, you know. You can make it through a lot of darkness just to get into the light. Now you got challenges that are going on in the light, and flipping out over your challenges and trying to fight your own battles don't necessarily work. And in general, don't nobody care about your pain and suffering. Straight up, don't nobody care except for you. Maybe nobody cared about her. Nobody cared about me, and nobody cares about your pain and suffering. I mean, the Lord does, but in general, people don't care. They don't care about their own mother, father, son, daughter, sibling, cousin. They don't care about other people suffering in any real way. In general, people don't. God does, and He's the one that will stand up for you, but not, yeah. So I felt like it was one of those dreams that will kind of illuminate, and if God carries you through tragedies that could have taken your life, it's best not to have tantrums about those tragedies. Like I used to when I was a TI in the early days. You guys, I cussed out so many people. They hit me with V2K, and I was like, who cussed me out? And I used to hear it loud in the beginning, and I would always assume it was a person standing next to me. So, and sometimes it might not be. It could have been the person behind me. As many times as I cussed people out, you know, by the grace of God, I never got beat up. Or rarely had to get into physical altercations. So, but the Lord's changed me. I don't react like that to those kinds of tragedies anymore. And I just want to say really quickly to you born again TIs to pay your tithes and offerings and to get to know the Lord. He is pay your tithes and offerings, help the poor, live sacrificially, make sacrifices, don't make excuses. And so pay your tithes and offerings and tithe your time to the Lord. That's 10 minutes a day, not 10 minutes a day, excuse me. 2 hours and 24 minutes a day is 10% of your day spent in prayer and in His Word. And I'm telling you guys, you're going to begin to get to know the Lord. You're going to see Him rock this program for you and render it little more than a pathetic joke for you, just like He does for me. I said, I'm a love all you beautiful morning and TIs. God bless.